So today we're going to look at the angles in a polygon. So we know that if we've got a triangle, the angles add up to 180. We know if we've got a quadrilateral, the angles add up to 360. So if we have a polygon, for a polygon, for each additional side, a polygon, for each additional side, we add 180 degrees. So for a pentagon, we have 360 add 180. Let's draw this. Doing an irregular polygon, an irregular. I need to. Oh dear. Let's try that again. So. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's draw a dotted line here. So we've got T, S, R, Q, and then P here. So what we've got here is a triangle where the sides are 180, and here we've got a quadrilateral where the sides are 360, and if you add these two together, 360, 180, you get all the angles inside our polygon. So what is the general rule? So the sum of interior angles of a polygon with n sides, equals 180 times n minus 2. And this is something you need to memorize. So let's look at a couple of examples. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write the sum angles equals 180 times n minus 2, where n's the number of sides. We're just going to put that up here. So let's think, find the sum of angles for hexagon and a 10-sided polygon. So for the hexagon, do it over here, we've got 6 sides, so 180 times, we've got the 6 minus 2, which is 180 times 4 is going to be 720 degrees. And for our 10-sided polygon, we've got the 180 times 10 minus 2, so it's 180 times 8, which is going to be 1440 degrees. So let's do another example. 6 of the angles in a 7-sided polygon are 100 degrees, 110 degrees, 130 degrees, 145 degrees, 145 degrees, and 150 degrees. Find the missing angle. So we do this in the same method as we would if we had like a triangle. You're given two angles and you've got to find a third. But this time we've got 7. So we need to find, first step is find the sum of the 7-sided polygons angles. So we take our formula, so it's going to be 180 times n minus 2, which is 180 times, now n is 7, so 7 minus 2 is 5, so that's going to be 900. And then what we do is we have to add all the angles together. So the given angles is 100, add 110, plus 130, plus 145, plus 145, plus 150. Fire that into your calculator and you get 780 degrees. And then we take the 900 minus the 780, which gives us 120 degrees for the missing angle. So that's, now the arithmetic here is simple. Once you get the hang of it, this is simple. But when you're doing a sum on the calculator with so many digits, it's easy to make a silly mistake. So although the method is quite simple, in an exam always write the full working down. So if you do like a silly mistake here, like you hit the wrong digit on your calculator and you get a wrong number here, the marker knows, or you understand what you're doing, you're doing something silly on your calculator, and you don't lose a ton of marks. You would lose like 1 mark for getting the wrong answer, but you understand the principle. Now, let's think of this pentagon. So we've got a pentagon here. If you were to travel all the way around the perimeter of any polygon, in this case it's a pentagon, you would need to change direction at each corner. So say we had a little robot and we were going along here, and say we got to this angle, we're going to call it A. Now I'm going to pretend there's a straight line here, and your wee robot's facing this direction. They have to go and turn this angle to then continue going down this side. And the same when you get to here, the robot's facing that direction and it has to go round this angle. Likewise here, and you have to go around this angle. And again here, you have to go around this angle. And then here, if you were to come back round, you've got this angle here. Now this, if you've done any coding and you've had to use some kind of drawing software and to code some kind of program to draw a simple shape, you know that when you get to when you're coding for a little kind of robot to draw something, you need to know this angle. These are called the exterior angles. And so if we have an n-sided polygon, the exterior angles will be 180. What's the interior? Sorry, the exterior angles will be bear remember to write the same one as before, will be 360 divided by n. This is for a regular polygon. So this doesn't look very regular, but you can tell it's a pentagon. We're thinking of a regular polygon, so each of these angles will be the same. If it was an irregular polygon, each of these angles would be different, but we're thinking of a regular polygon. The exterior angle is 360 divided by n. Again, this is something you need to memorize, and if you do computer science, this will be something that you could end up having to use. So let's do an example with this. A regular polygon has 12 sides. Calculate the size of the exterior angles. Find the size of the interior angles. So for the exterior angles, we're going to do 360 divided by n, which is 360 divided by 12, which is 30 degrees. Now let's just think about when we come to a vertex. Remember, this is a corner, and we talked about a wee robot coming down and having to turn to go walk down here. Now this could be a corner for any polygon. I remember we talked, imagine a straight line here, and this is our exterior angle. Now to get the interior angle, that's a straight line, so it's going to be 180 minus the exterior angle, so in this case 180 minus 30, which is 150. So this angle for our 12-sided polygon would be 150. Because this is a straight line, both the angles need to add up to 180. I will do one more example. So we've got a diagram, and it shows one vertex of a, so this is one vertex of a regular polygon, and we call this vertex X, and we know this is 144 degrees, and we want to know how many sides it is. How many sides has this polygon got, i.e. find n. So what we're going to do is we're going to do our little trick with our exterior angle. So there's a straight line, and the exterior angle is going to be here, so we're going to do 180 minus 144, which is going to give us 36. So we know that 360 divided by n equals 36, so n equals 10. So we've got a 10-sided regular polygon. So hope that makes sense, and yeah, thanks for watching.